Hey guys, what's up? So this is the part 2 video on how to solo Sap, and if you haven't watched the part 1 yet, then I recommend that you go check it out first on my channel. Anyways, let's go straight to it. When you enter stage 2 guys, usually the dragon will fly up and perform his ultimate. Well, we're gonna call it his ultimate since it really doesn't have any name. So again, when you enter, he usually does his ultimate, but there are also instances wherein the boss will suddenly attack with his pound and slash right after you enter. So you need to stay on your toes once you enter stage 2. Now first thing you need to learn guys is how to dodge his ultimate, and it's actually pretty easy. Just dodge on the third tick, but not too early since you need to look at the sides. When the line is about to hit the sides, then dodge. Next one guys is the black hole. Now the black hole happens when the boss's life reaches times 40, times 20, and times 5. You can either break it or go to the corner for a safe zone, or perfectly time it with your dodge and dash so that it will only damage you a bit. Or if you're a screamer, dancer, or paladin, you can use some of your invincibility skills or ultimate to avoid any damages. On this one, I'm gonna show you where the safe zone is, and if you're soloing Sap at level 50, it's most likely that you can't break its skill. When I was soloing Sap with my warrior, I would always go to these corners, but you also have to take into account the dragon's position. Another typical problem on soloing Sap is how to differentiate the double attack and ice slap, since they are a bit similar when the attack starts, and one way to tell them apart is that the double attack only has a small glowing aura while the ice slap has a bigger ice aura. Now you might ask guys, why do I need to know the difference? Why not just dodge? Well, it's because the timing of your dodge needs to be different based on which attack the boss is using. If it's the double attack, then you'll have to quickly dodge. But if it's the ice slap, you need to wait a bit before dodging, like what we've said on the part 1 of this video. And you need to dodge once his mouth is about to close. Also, even if you dodge this one, there will be a small ice ball that will follow you, but you can avoid that ice ball if you dodge towards the center of the red circle. Again guys, this is the important part. When dodging the ice slap, you need to dodge towards the center of the red circle so that you'll also hit the small ice ball with your dodge skill. And if you fail to dodge towards the center, that ice ball will follow you and freeze your ass. Now guys, if you did fail to dodge towards the center of the red circle, you can still make it up by dashing towards the ice ball and resisting it. But that is if you're a Kali or assassin class, since they have a double dodge. Now another boss skill to look out for is the ice cage, and it's pretty much the most important skill to dodge, since soloing Sap is usually dependent if you can break the ice cage or not. And if you're in a party, it's not much of a problem since your teammates can just rescue you. But if you're alone, it's gonna be a problem. Well, it's not a problem for the Kali class since you can just use your buff, which is the Spirit Guard. Just use it once, the boss starts flapping his wings and then walk away. Now for the assassin, it's a bit harder since they have to time their Dawn of Light skill and Dark ulti, but if they're strong enough, even one skill would suffice to break the ice cage. Another way to escape from the ice cage is by bumping into the boss's claw. This way it will transfer the ice cage to the claws, but this is a bit more trickier. Your class needs to have a movement speed buff in order to get to the claws while getting pushed back by his wings. But I did see a paladin and force user pull it off once perfectly, but I haven't tried this technique myself. Next one guys is the spinning sigh. By the way, the ice cage and spinning sigh gives a 10-second warning, except guys for the first time that the boss does it. But after that, each time he does a spinning sigh or ice cage, there will be a 10-second warning. Now this way guys, you won't get confused on what he'll do once he flies up, since I see a lot of guys getting confused on whether they should go to the sides or go to the dragon's body, since they don't know if it's a spinning sigh or the dragon's ultimate. Also guys, when he does the spinning sigh, you need to go to the dragon's rear leg or even on his tail. Just stay there and don't press any directional buttons. You can DPS guys with your skills or heal during this moment. You can even do basic attacks. Just don't press any directional buttons, since you will be left behind and won't be swept away by the tail, and that is something that you don't want to happen. Next one guys is the Dragon Stare. He performs this skill once his life reaches below times 20, and after every Dragon Stare, he will perform his ultimate as well. Now, there are two types of stare. The first one is the part where you don't need to move and only stay at your position, since if you do move, you'll get hit by his attacks. The other one guys is the meteor fall, where as soon as you see a red circle under your feet, you need to start running, and most people have a hard time on this part since they have no idea which type of stare the boss will do, and a lot of them are on edge and most of the time makes a mistake. However guys, there is an easier way to tell which type of stare the boss will do, wherein you won't have to wait for the actual skill to happen to tell what kind of stare it is. And this is how to do it guys. Once the dragon flies to do his stare skill, you need to listen carefully, and if you hear any bombing sounds, then that means that the dragon will do his meteor fall. But if it's silence, then all you need to do is just stay on your position and don't move. Again guys, once the dragon flies up, you need to listen for the bombing sounds. If you hear bombing sounds, you can start running. But if it's just silence, then you can stay where you are. It will be better to turn off your BGM sounds on your settings, since it will help you listen to the explosions easier. By the way guys, if it's the non-moving stare, then you can use your range skills as long as you don't move from your position. It's basically a free hit. Again, just don't move from your safe spot. So I guess that's it guys. We've covered the important parts that you need to watch out for. So thank you for watching and good luck on soloing sub. Thanks!
By the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet, somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound to sleep. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid.